Hey guys, welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. Today we're going to be talking about my favorite reality television shows of 2022. Today's episode is inspired by Mr. Carlos King, the king of reality television. I just got done listening to his podcast, Reality with the King, and he is ranking the best reality TV shows of 2022. And I am appalled and flabbergasted at the fact that he ranked Bell Collective as #1. I find that to be crazy. I find that to be absolutely crazy. And listen, this video is not to bash. It's not to be negative. It's not to, really drag anybody or anything like that. But I mean, that's a little bit crazy. I mean, it is. And I think it's genius marketing because I think his goal is that he's going to make one of his shows, Bell Collective, the #1 on his list. Obviously, because he's biased, it's his show, right? He's a reality television show producer. But at the same time, do I really believe deep down in his heart that he thinks that Bell Collective really was the best reality TV show of 2022? Absolutely not. Carlos King knows better. He knows that that show was not the best show of 2022. But I think the reason why he's saying that is for like marketing and PR purposes, so that people like us go onto YouTube and we combat his opinion, and then folks like me go onto Twitter and we combat his opinion, and then folks are talking about Bell Collective and it's amongst the conversation with these other reality TV shows. That's the real reason. And honestly, it's genius marketing. This is genius marketing. Not only if he could talk about his shows more often on his podcast, because if Bell Collective really is the best reality TV show of 2022, why don't you talk about it? I mean, I'm just saying. Now listen, I'm not trying to be shady. I adore Carlos King. He's a gay black man in America. He's a gay black man in the media space. He's one of the most important and prominent figures when it comes to reality television. And so I think he's inspirational. He's aspirational. I think he's dope. And I think he's done a lot of great things. However, a lot of his recent shows I don't like. A lot of his opinions on the podcast I don't agree with. And I didn't side with him when it comes to the Candy Burris Tucker situation. And that's just the bottom line. Now, I know there's two sides to every story, but if you don't offer up another side, then I can only go off of what I've been given. And what I've been given is not favorable towards you. So it is what it is. It is what it is. And Carlos King is one of those folks where if there's a scandal or if there's a conversation happening surrounding one of his shows or him, he takes the Wendy Williams approach. It's like, I don't see it. I don't hear it. It doesn't exist. I'm not going to talk about it, which is fine. That's totally fine, with me. However, if you're going to let other people run your narrative, I mean, that's just kind of like what it is. So it's not that I dislike him. It's just I don't agree with him. It's the same thing with Jason Lee and some other folks. I absolutely adore Jason Lee. I just don't agree with anything that he does or says. That's the bottom line, you guys. So anyways, y'all let me know how y'all feel about the entire situation in the comments down below. We're going to get into it. I mean, Carlos King is out his damn mind if he really, truly believes that Bell Collective is the best show of 2022. I mean, girl, let's BFFR. Be for real. Let's talk about today's sponsor and the sponsor for today's outfit, Nova Men and Fashion Nova. I'm super excited to be partnering up with them because, y'all, they have the cutest clothes. I'm wearing the most fabulous turtleneck. I mean, this turtleneck is everything. The stretch. It's not too thick, but it's not too thin. It's not too long, but it's not too short. The neck part is just, it cuffs my neck and it keeps my neck warm. Baby, this thing is going to keep you warm, okay? If you've been canoodling and cuddling and doing your thing during the holiday season and you got bruises or whatever the case, you can cover this right on up with this, honey. All right. So yes, Nova Man got me all the way together. Links will be down below. I paired this turtleneck. You can't see it right now, but I'll put up some pictures with a gray jacket. It's short, at the waist. Really do love that. I think it's super cute. And then I'll also have it with these beautiful, beautiful, nicely fitted dress pants that go all the way down to the ground on this little TV show. Y'all know, as a person who stands tall, 6'2", it is so hard for me to find pants that go past my ankles. Y'all know I do not want to be out here looking like Daystar. And so shout out to Nova Man. Links are down below. They're always having a sale. So go ahead and check them out. I absolutely love today's outfit. Carlos King, his top 3 reality TV shows, best reality TV shows of 2022. Number 3, Love and Marriage Huntsville. No. Absolutely not. Damn, I dropped my ring. Absolutely not. No. Does Love and Marriage Huntsville have some really great moments? Sure. They did have like a viral moment, kind of while they were filming where Melody was stepping and knucking if you buck into Wanda, which I think is a very hypocritical moment as far as reality TV fans are concerned, because when Portia got knuck if you buck, allegedly, with Mama Gina, it was such an issue. It was respect your elders, but Melody didn't respect her elder. So I think it's a bit of a double standard, right? And I don't have a problem with a younger person stepping to an elder. If the elder is wrong, then the elder is wrong. I feel like if we're both grown, then we both grown. If you shape like a beanbag, then you're shaped like a beanbag. Shout out to Messy Maya. And so to me, I don't subscribe to this, notion of, respect your elders just because they're older. Like, no, I'm going to respect you as a person because you're a person who deserves respect. If you don't deserve respect, you ain't going to get the respect. I don't give a damn how old you are. I mean, that's just the bottom line. That's just the bottom line. But I know a lot of people feel differently, and I feel as though the people that feel as though that you should respect your elders no matter what, y'all should be outraged at what Melody did. I mean, I'm just saying. But the show as a whole, I really don't see it for. I've given Love and Marriage Huntsville plenty of chances. It's the same old every damn time. We've been trying to catch Marceau cheating since episode 1, and now we're like in season 10, episode 500, and we're still trying to catch him cheat with no evidence. I'm not understanding that. I mean, just crazy. Y'all gonna hate me after this video, but I'm just being honest. His number 2, okay, so that was number 3 on Carlos' list. His number 2 was Real Housewives of Miami. Completely agree. Completely agree. I love that they decided to add in Black women, and this is not. See, sometimes Bravo and Peacock and NBC Universal, they do these diversity hires and they don't really work. And this and Miami is a good example of when it did work. As far as like Real Housewives of New York, adding in Ebony, I'm not saying Ebony was a bad housewife, but I'm saying that the season was not amazing and Ebony was a part of the season. And I'm not saying that she is the reason why it wasn't amazing. I'm not saying she's the sole reason why it wasn't amazing, but the show wasn't that great. Which is the reason why they have to do a legacy and they rebooting it and they're doing this and they're doing that. So, a diversity hire going wrong. Let's see. Another diversity hire going wrong, Noella. I love Noella, and I love the fact that she was going after Heather Dubrow because Heather Dubrow feels like she's the Queen of England. Okay, I know Queen Elizabeth passed away, but she did not leave a vacant role, sis. Okay, Charles got that, honey. And so I love the fact that Noella was not afraid of the wicked witch of the OC, which is Heather Dubrow. However, the show was trash and Noella was a hot damn mess. I loved Noella, but she was not a bit of a mess. She was a lot of a mess. Okay? So that's another example of a diversity hire going wrong. An example of a diversity hire done right is Gertie and Kiki on the Real Housewives of Miami. Gertie and Kiki are like the best cast members on that show. Larsa Pippen really is that bitch. I mean, ex-best friend to the Kardashians, ex-best friend to Kanye West. Adriana talking about she didn't see Kanye West's penis, which I thought was really interesting at Art Basel. The drama this season is piping hot, especially when it comes to the Lenny and Lisa Hochstein debacle, that divorce, the hot mic. You got the hot mic moment. Even though she's going through a tough time, this tough time made her the star of the show. I mean, we are 6 episodes in, and every single episode, Lisa has gotten the most camera time. Every single episode, I mean, her fights with Larsa in the beginning. Lisa saying that Larsa lives in the hood, which I really cannot stand that. Like, first off, don't be talking about I live in the hood. That's just rude. It's rude. That's rude. Don't be coming to my house talking about it's the ghetto and it's the hood, because you can stay your bitch ass at your house. Okay? So that's number 1. Don't be talking about somebody's houses. That's so fucking, that is like a really big pet peeve of mine. When you talking about somebody lives in the hood, somebody lives at the ghetto. First off, the fact that you can sustain a household is good enough on its own. But don't be talking about I live in the hood and I live in the ghetto and you at my house all the time. Please don't do that. Please don't. And then the moment you say something about a place, it's a problem. Like, no, girl, shut the hell up about my house, and I'm going to shut the hell up about your house. So Larsa hit her back with the, well, you have a mortgage, babe. Okay, my penthouse is paid off in full. Lisa got a mortgage that she don't know about, and apparently it's technically a home equity loan, but that's a mortgage to me. His number one show, Belle Collective. Now, listen, I can't be as harsh about Belle Collective in the same way that I was harsh about Love and Marriage Huntsville, because Love and Marriage Huntsville, I gave Love and Marriage Huntsville a really good fair chance. I subscribed to Discovery Plus just to watch two shows. The first being Love and Marriage Huntsville, the second being The Queen of Versailles Reigns Again. Just for them to put it on HBO Max, which I can get that for free. So Carlos, I gave Discovery Plus $4.99 a month for about a good 7 months, and I had to unsubscribe to that shit because I'm like, it's no point in me subscribing to the. I gave Love and Marriage Huntsville multiple chances, and after I see 30 episodes of one damn show, which is more hours of my life that I'll never get back, if it don't get good after 30 episodes, then I just can't do it anymore. I can't judge Belle Collective as harshly because I've only seen like 5 episodes. But based off of the episodes that I have seen, I highly doubt that it's truly and objectively, quote unquote, the best reality TV show of 2022, Carlos. I don't think that's the case. Okay? This is a stunt and a show and a scheme helped set up by Todd. Or maybe not by Todd, since I hear that they're beefing, him and Carlos. For you to come to us with the bullshit so that we talk about this damn show. I'm not saying that the show is bad, but I can say from what I saw of it, it wasn't the best. It certainly wasn't that. I mean, they had a cute little moment. They had a moment like when you see a clip, you know a show has moments when you see it on Instagram. You know, they have the clips on Instagram and then you actually go to watch the show. I did that with Belle Collective this season. You know, I watched a couple of the episodes and the reunion was interesting and stuff like that. But best reality show of 2022? No. Get somebody else to do it. With that being said, some of my best, y'all gonna hate me because y'all gonna think I'm being so negative. Let's start off with Real Housewives of Miami was on my list. So I did agree with that. Also coming from Peacock was Ultimate Girls Trip on my favorites list. I mean, the first one was amazing, I thought. The second one was even better. Eva Marcille was actually likable. I loved seeing Phaedra Parks on my screen. The dysfunction of Dorinda Medley and I forgot her name, Vicky Gumbelson, amazing. Tamra Judge was actually kind of likable. I thought I was going to hate Tamra. I really thought I was going to hate. And to me, Tamra is the thirstiest housewife of all time. I feel like she just lives for housewives, which is fine. If you're going to do a job, take pride in your job. But Tamra is the sort of person where everything she does on camera and everything she does off camera is for the show. And it's like when you do everything for the show on and off camera, it just kind of seems like you don't have a life. And I tend not to like housewives like that. So it is what it is. You know, they love to say Dorinda is thirsty. They love to say Jill Zarin is thirsty. No, Tamra Judge is really the thirstiest housewife of all time. But anyways, I digress. Ultimate Girls Trip was one of the best shows. One of my favorites of 2022. You know, again, like I alluded to earlier, streaming has really elevated the conversation of reality television from a technical aspect. The production value is everything. The cameras, the camera angles, the camera lenses, the filters that they decide to use, you know, the shots that they set up. Like, they're comparable. You can compare the quality of some of these reality TV shows to movies, which is kind of confusing because I don't understand why cable hasn't like kind of caught up a little bit. Like, it doesn't make sense that Miami is more of a technical masterpiece than Atlanta or Potomac or like Jersey or something like that. That doesn't make sense. Like, why does Miami get the cinematic treatment but the other shows don't? You know? And the sec be same about the shows that are on MTV and VH1 and even TLC. I mean, the shows just look flat. They look lackluster. They look like, okay, we just gonna put this together. OWN. The production value on OWN is just not there. And it's not a black thing because the production value is really a Discovery thing. If we really want to be honest about it. Isn't TLC under Discovery? Their shows look a mess too. So it's not a black thing. It's not me coming for a black network. The shows on TLC look just as bad as the shows on OWN. Not saying that they look bad, but I'm saying if we're comparing these shows to the reality TV shows on HBO Max, Netflix, and Peacock, they look bad. Ultimate Girls Trip was that girl. Such a genius idea to get all of the housewives together, put them in a house, and just let them go crazy. Amazing television. Again, most of these shows are streaming. Young, Famous, and African on Netflix. Beautiful. The wealth, the drama, everything was just beautifully crafted. They did a really, really good job with that show, and I really can't wait for season 2. I think they've been renewed for a season 2. So, yeah, we'll wait for that. Selling Sunset really was what set the precedent for the shows. I think in streaming nowadays, when we talk about Netflix, HBO Max, Peacock, and stuff like that, Selling Sunset really is the leader as far as the production value of reality TV shows. And even though Selling Sunset is the child of The Hills and $1 Million Listing, they have pioneered reality television and they have elevated the medium. They really have with the storylines. Now, get this. Young, Famous, and African, and what's the other show? Selling Sunset, those shows on Netflix, Bling Empire, and all of those shows. Bling Empire is another good example of a really, really well-constructed reality TV show. Although those shows are visual masterpieces, they're fake as fuck. They're fake as hell. Okay? So if you are not a fan of very highly staged and scripted shit, those are not the shows for you. But for me, I can suspend my disbelief if it's good. Okay? I know that Selling Sunset is fake as hell. I know that when they're on the phone making these deals that they're really not on the phone. I know Christine Quinn is really not as evil as what she portrays to be. I know Chrishell is not as much as an angel as what she portrays to be. I know these people aren't as successful and as beautiful. Like, they're not walking around in clothes like that all the time. But I like the fantasy of it all. Selling Sunset gives us fantasy. It gives us fashion. It gives us glitz. It gives us glam. It gives us wealth. It gives us drama. Everything that you can want in a soap opera. Right? Selling Sunset is, and I think it's absolutely fabulous. They have set the standard for what a reality TV, what a reality TV based on people's personal lives, what it should look like. Sweet Life Los Angeles on HBO Max, which recently just got canceled. I am sick to my stomach at the fact that Issa Rae could not pull strings to save that damn show. And I believe it has a lot to do with, the HBO Max and Time Warner and Discovery merger and stuff like that. I think Discovery really is nothing but reality TV. And so I think because they're going to be merging and having one platform, they have to get rid of some of the other reality TV shows to make way for Discovery Plus's cheap-ass reality TV shows. I mean, it is what it is. Discovery Plus has the cheapest, flattest, wackest reality TV on television. I'm sorry, it is what it is. So the fact that they canceled Sweet Life to make way for some of Discovery's content, I just feel like it's trash as hell, because Sweet Life Los Angeles, which is like the second coming to Baldwin Hills, is like one of the best reality TV shows on television, especially season 2, because the girls were fighting. It got a little bit ratchet. It got a lot like WeTV and VH1 and Zeus Child. It was good though. The addition of Miami and Rod with 2 B's was absolutely amazing. They really revived that second season. Big Brother. was another one that was one of my favorites. I think these past 2 seasons, the season with the cookout, I thought that was amazing. And then, of course, the season with Taylor, it pissed me off a lot of the times, but they ended up getting it together. And I think the casting, okay, it's this white lady that's been casting for Big Brother. I think her name is Cass. I think her name is Kass, Cass. Casting, Cass. I don't know her name. But we might as well call Big Brother the second great white way. The first being Broadway and the second being Big Damn Brother. Okay? Because the reason why we got our first winner just last season is because they only put at maximum 2 black people in the house. So they saw, oh wait, it's 6 black people in here. We can actually stick together for a purpose and win. And naturally, when you're the only black person in the house, you know, otherism is a natural psychological thing that people base their actions and thoughts on. So if you white, I'm white, we come from the same part of the country, we have a lot of shared interests, we're automatically, Big Brother is a popularity contest. It's a social experiment. So whoever I'm the most different from, right off the bat is who I'm going to vote out the house. I mean, it is what it is. And so it's almost designed for it to be racist. I mean, it really is. So, you know, but anyways, Big Brother was really good. Cynthia Bailey's version, the celebrity version was also really, really, really good. And then Drag Race is always good. I mean, I don't even have to talk about Drag Race. I don't even have to justify Drag Race. I mean, Drag Race to me just doesn't miss. Super entertaining, super good, super fabulous, super entertaining. There's a reason why they're getting all the Emmys and they deserve every single one. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about the entire situation. I'm going to go ahead and log off. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to create a great day. Bye. See you later. Merry Christmas.